Hey guys, welcome back to more screwing around and bonus content for Fable. In this video I'm going to show off the fishing competition and a few other things. You're able to enter the fishing competition after you save the guy who lives at Fisher's Creek for the first time you come here, and I don't think it matters when you come back afterwards, but you have to save him first. And you'll be able to win some stuff if you want to do the competition, so let's just go ahead and talk to him.
Good to see you again, my young lad. Come to embark in our intrepid contest, have ya? The stoutest rods in Albion are hunting the waters for the biggest catch, and I'm judging the best ones. Of course, there's now one could fish 'em bigger than me in my day, but it's time for young uns like you now. Bring your fishes, and I'll hand you your prizes, if I think they're big enough. The sign over there's got all the details on it if you want to read them. Good luck!
And all you need for this is a fishing rod, which he gives you for saving him, so you should have one automatically. So if you get another fish at 15 grams, you'll be able to get a bunch of prizes. So it doesn't matter where you fish; you can pretty much go at any point, and it will give you a place to fish. So you can go off the dock, you can go off the sides, you can go behind the house, you can go wherever you want. I don't really find that there's any area that's really the best area per se, so it's completely up to you where you want to fish from. My suggestion is just to catch as many fish as you can, and then you can give them to him to weigh in. Now, we all know I'm not good at fishing, and I don't think it matters what type of fish it is. There's usually like a white kind of regular fish, I think an orange regular fish, and then there's also moonfish. And moonfish will change day to night, and those also work. I do believe I won the last time I did this with a big moonfish I caught. So it doesn't really matter what fish it is, he's only going for how big it is. So it just depends. As you can see here though, this looks like it might be a big fish because it's giving me a lot of trouble to reel in. And most fish don't really do that. When things tug a lot on the line, it's either like a really good item or something, and so the game's giving you a hard time trying to catch it because they know it's something good. So maybe this will be a big fish we can use. 52 centimeters, 34 grams. Well, I think he said we needed a fish at 15 grams, I think? Yeah. 15 grams. I just caught a fish that was 35 grams, so we'll weigh this in and see how it does.
So, you got any scaly critters to strain me scales?
And he makes really bad fish puns a lot of the time, so, let's weigh it in and see how it does. Why not?
Monkfish be prized! That's a true monster! That makes your first prize the top one!
And for getting first place, you get a Fisherman Hat. Kind of like his.
I guess that means you take the second and third too. A hat, a rod, and a silver key. A true seafarer's bounty.
And we get the Rod of Champions, and also a silver key. So, this is actually necessary to do if you want to finish up the game and get all the silver keys and things like that. I do believe we can actually wear the Fisherman's Hat if you want to wear it. A strong aroma of dead fish permeates this hat, decorated as it is with the hooks of great fishermen of the past, which is a little freaky, but to each their own, I suppose. This is, of course, a unique item. You can only get it from this. If we go ahead and take a look at the fishing rod, it's sturdier than normal rods and able to catch larger fish. The Rod of Champions has been in the hands of the greatest fishermen in Albion. I don't know if it makes it easier to catch fish, like less strain or anything like that, but it looks cool, so whatever. You don't get much out of that, I suppose. The silver key is probably the best thing you're going for. So yeah, that's about it, and once you've won all the prizes, there's no more prizes to win, unless you just really like fishing or something, and if you do, then all the power to you, but I certainly don't. Alright, we're going to move on to the next thing now, so just give me a moment. Alright, so next thing I'm going to be showing off is a really great way to get money. A lot of people pointed this out to me while I was doing the Let's Play, and I'm here to show it off because I was aware of it, but I just really hadn't had any desire to show it off for now. What you can do with marital homes that you've purchased, this one's in Knothole Glade, there's one in the Lost Bay, there's one in, I think, Snowspire Village, one in Oakvale, all those places where you can basically like have a wife and live with her usually has a spot for trophies, and by putting trophies in your home, you get more money for them. So what you can do is go ahead and sell a home when you have trophies on all the places you can mount trophies, and preferably you want the most expensive trophies that you can get. You'll see that my home was currently worth 30,000 gold, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the home, and the doors are going to close. When this happens, you're going to make sure no one's watching. You can either pick the lock or you can destroy the door. It doesn't really matter. I think I'll just destroy it because lock picking takes way too long. And then what you can do is just go ahead and steal the trophies. And when you go back to repurchase the home, you'll see that my value went down by 5,000 gold. So I made 30,000 and I'm now going to buy the home back for 25,000. So I just made $5,000 profit by doing this, and this is probably arguably the best way to get money in the game, especially when you have trophies that are worth a lot of money. You can see I put the map to Lost Bay and then also the Summoner's Gauntlet, which are two of the final trophies that you get, and those trophies alone made my house worth $5,000 more. So by doing this a couple of times, I will get great profit, and the 2 times I've done it, and that's only twice, I just gained $10,000. And like I said, you can do this with any home that you want, and it has to be a marital home, because if you don't have trophies, then it's not really going to make it worthwhile, because with normal homes, you can collect rent off of them, but you can't increase the amount of rent that you get with things like trophies. So yeah, like I said, best way to gain money in the game, in my opinion. It just takes a little bit of patience. I mean, you really have to be willing to sit here and do this for a few minutes or whatever it is. It's really not that painful to do. The only thing I find annoying is trying to go through all of the trophies, because usually my trophies like end up on the very bottom of the list because they're the last trophies that I got. So this will also help you if you want to buy more property. Like if you have a bunch of houses for sale, it's really nice because you can get money after one house to buy other homes, or if you want to buy a weapon or something and just upgrade your equipment, you can do that, and it's really easy to do so. So yes, that is the money trick. I'm going to, of course, just go ahead and I'm going to do that one last time, and then I'll leave my trophies as they are and continue to collect rent off of the house as I normally would. And it's pretty much really beneficial in the beginning of the game. Later on in the game, I find you don't really need money as much unless you're looking for something really expensive, or you're just doing all the buying of your stuff in the very end of the game, because you just get so much gold from quests and things like that you don't really need it. But anyways, yes, that is there for anybody who is curious. So on to the next thing on our agenda. Okay guys, so I'm back, and you'll see that my character has pretty much made a complete 360 turn. Before, I was really nice, I was doing everything right in the game, and now I've just completely gone evil. I can look more evil, but I'll explain why I don't in a moment, because if I go down to my statistics and my personality, you will see that I am pretty much sin incarnate. I am like 100% evil, and I pretty much made a complete turnaround. So the area I'm in right now is the Chapel of Skorm, and the Chapel of Skorm is basically completely opposite to the Temple of Avo. Temple of Avo, you donate money to get good points, and the Chapel of Skorm, you bring human sacrifices here, and you sacrifice them to Skorm, and by doing this you get bad points. Depending on what time of night you do this at, you'll get more bad points for it. You get like a higher, I guess, score quote unquote. And that's how I got a lot of my bad points, was just bringing people here and sacrificing them. And if you manage to sacrifice enough people and get a high enough score, you can get a legendary weapon from here. I've personally never been able to do it. I find it really, really difficult to do. But I'll see what these guys got to say.
Be gone now. You insult us with your lack of offerings.
They have nothing to say because they're jerks. They want an offering.
You can only claim your reward if you bring us fresh devotees.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring somebody to be sacrificed and show you what that looks like, because I don't think I've shown that off. And I know the perfect place. I'm going to go to Oakvale. And the pain in the ass thing about bringing people to the Chapel of Skorm is that most people will not follow you through a Cullis gate. So what you have to do is you have to actually manually walk people all the way to the Chapel of Skorm, which, by the way, is in Darkwood, in the Traders Camp. So you have to actually go to somewhere like Oakvale or Barrowfields or the Guild or Bowerstone or something, and you have to actually walk all of your followers through all of those areas to the Chapel of Skorm, which is insanely annoying, and that's what makes that quest so difficult. However, the best way to do this, in my opinion, is to get the people you can hire for help, these mercenaries that you've seen around in the game. There's one guy right here, there's one in the Bowerstone pub, one in the Temple of Avo, and there's also one, I do believe, in the bandit camp. So we're gonna go ahead and hire this guy.
Good day, hero. If you need someone to fight evil by your side, I'm your man.
Go ahead and take this poor bastard. So I'm gonna go ahead and hire him.
Excellent. There is true honor.
And what happens is that he'll follow you wherever you go, and that's what you're looking for. If you go through a Cullis gate and you warp, he'll follow you. Most people won't. So these guys make really, really, really easy sacrifices. So we can go back to the Chapel of Skorm, and let's go ahead and let's sacrifice this poor guy. And as you can see, he followed me, so that is what we're looking for. And I think he's the last guy. I think I've pretty much sacrificed everybody else, so I'm glad I left one left over to show you guys. Now, as long as someone's following you, you can talk to these guys.
Good. A fresh donation. This disciple should be the one who meets my maker.
So we're going to sacrifice him.
The die is cast. The means of sacrifice has been determined. The swamps of deepest Darkwood provide the flesh-eating fuel of the Skorm acid and brimstone bath.
And they pick a different type of torture each time. I don't know if that depends on the person you bring or the time of night, but there's some pretty gruesome deaths that they have for these people, and I feel really bad. It'd be really awful.
That pittance is of little use. Do try harder next time.
Annie was not very happy with their sacrifice. Again, I think that really depends on the time of night it is. It seems like if you bring them at a time that they like, you can get up to like 400. I think I've gotten up to like 500 bad points because I just kept sacrificing people in a row, and I was doing it at a good time. So it really, really depends. But basically, if you just keep sacrificing people and you bring a large amount of people here, you'll get bad points. You also get a chance to get the legendary weapon Skorm's bow. And another thing that happens is that you can actually get years taken off your life. I'm fully evil, and I should be looking a lot more evil. Like, my horn should be absolutely huge. My eyes should be glowing red, and I should have red mist coming out from under my body. But if you sacrifice enough people, what the temple will do is it will, of course, take years off your life and also make you look less intimidating. However, it doesn't really help because people are absolutely frightened and terrified of you anyways. I'll try to show off what I look like fully, completely evil, so you guys can see that as well. But that's going to be it for now. I've got one more bonus episode, so stay tuned for that, guys, and thank you for watching.